So today we have the list of the Samsung, which is the Samsung Galaxy A16 and best of the best from the Apple iPhone 16 Pro, and we'll be just testing out like how these both phone feels. Obviously, like iPhone is 16 Pro is in its own league, and we'll just check out like if the A16 is worth it at the fraction of what the iPhone price is. So if you guys are looking to save money, so whether you should go for the uh, A16 or with the iPhone 16 Pro. So this test is mainly be done just for fun and just to know like how these devices perform in their own league, and we just find the difference like whether so much money spending on the iPhones these days, or like some you can just check out my other video as well where I just compared the A16 with the Z Fold 6 as well. So you can just have an idea like whether you should be spending so much money on the on newer phones or the flagship phones like which are just coming every other year, or you might want to just maybe buy an older flagship phone. So that would be the choice that will help you guys to save some bucks. So we'll be just doing the speed test on these both devices, and we just see how these both perform. So both devices are being connected to the same network. So first we'll just do try to switch off these devices. Okay, so iPhone is like, all right, so we just try to close these devices, and oh, let me do for these. All right, so we just try to close this device, and we just power off, and we just open these ones again. Alright, so now we just started with the boot up test on both devices. So 1 2 3 go, and we see like which one boots first. Alright, so iPhone was the first one. Alright, so we just go ahead and unlock these both phones. Alright, so phone is starting right now. iPhone was just went right into it, but the A16 needs a little bit of time to just go into the screen itself. So we just check this one if anything is there on the backup, and there's no apps running on the backup. So just to mention like both devices are being connected to the same network, and we'll just go ahead and just do the speed test on these both. So we'll start with the InShot. You can see like the A16 just struggles to register the tap. It takes a little bit more time to register the tap on the screen itself, probably due to like I believe due to the lower touch quality they're just using on the A16 to save some bucks. So probably that could be the reason. So we'll just now go ahead and just open the light cut. So you can see like it just lags a little bit in terms of registering your fingerprint. So obviously the iPhone won this one, and we just close this one now, and we just go ahead and just open the App Store on the iPhone and the Play Store over here. iPhone was the first one. So mainly the A16 is struggling. Might be Samsung have created the bottleneck on the touch itself. Due to the touch itself, that is creating the uh, delay in the registering your touch, and that might be just creating the problem. Otherwise that could might have been faster maybe if they have used a better touch on this one. However, we just go ahead and just open the calendar over here. So yeah, iPhone was the first, but I didn't find so much different in this one. And now we just go ahead and just run the speed test. Alright, so iPhone was the first one to open. We'll just go ahead and run the test. Alright, so A16 completed the test much more faster than the iPhone 16. And now we just go ahead and just open the calculator. It was a little bit faster on the iPhone 16, but very negligible difference on both of these devices. So now we just open the camera, and here you go. So a little faster on the iPhone itself. And now we'll be just opening the Expedia over here. Okay, that was faster on the A16 itself. So these are like apps which are very much light, or people just use on a day-to-day basis. So I'm just starting with that, so you guys would have an idea like how much difference in using day-to-day apps. So we just go ahead and just open the light cut over here. So faster on the iPhone 16 this time. And we just try to open the Subway Surf, which is kind of a casual gameplay, or people just play games on the go. So Subway Surf. Alright, faster on the iPhone 16. And we just go ahead and just play the Subway Surf on this one first. So the screen itself feels very smooth. Like I don't find any kind of lag on this one. Alright, now we'll play on the iPhone itself. Alright, so now we just played on the iPhone itself. iPhone feels much more smoother than the Samsung Galaxy A16, probably due to the better touch on the iPhone itself as well, because the touch is the thing which is just lacking, making this phone lacking a little bit, which is what we call the A16. But the game itself was like smooth on the both phones, but iPhone was like much more better obviously in terms of the gameplay. So we just close this one, and we just play now the Asphalt Legends Unite. So yep, the colors feels very much like kind of a similar. That was insane. Like the A16 opened pretty much fast, and the iPhone like is still loading the game itself. We just go ahead and just give it a little gameplay on the A16 right now. Not sure, iPhone like took quite a while to just load this game. Not sure why. We just go ahead and just play this one here. I can see like the graphics on this one feels a little bit pixelated on the A16. uh, so I'm not sure like the game itself is being done or optimized in a way so it can just being played smoothly on this device. Could be the reason, like I would assume. We just go ahead and just check the iPhone as well regarding this one if the same thing prevails on this one on the iPhone itself. So yeah, so we can see like the we just close on this one. However, this test has been won like in terms of the speed test, like it got open first on the A16. Now we just test out the iPhone 16. Immediately I can see like the graphics are much more nicer on the iPhone 16, and the game is like while playing like it feels a little bit smoother. uh, and we just go ahead and just play one lap on this one. Obviously the speakers are also very much like getting, you just hear a deep bass and depth in the iPhone, in the iPhone is from the iPhone speaker, and it feels like you're just hearing something of quality than what you get to hear on the A16, which is just making a noise. So yeah, that's obviously you're just getting over here on the iPhone 16 itself. The gameplay is very much smoother on this one, and the graphics are much more nicer than what you get to see on the A16 itself. Alright, so now we'll be just doing the alright, now we just open the CSR Racing 2 over here, and I can see the logo have been changed for the iPhone. So yep. So the front screen itself, you can see like it's pretty much feels nicer on the iPhone 16. It feels sharp image kind of. One more thing you'll just notice, like I feel like the A16 is much more better once it comes to a teardrop notch than this island. So yeah, so the game was launched first on the iPhone 16 Pro, and we just wait for the A16 to finish this one up. It's taking a little bit more time. Alright, we just give this one to the iPhone. Yeah, it got launched. Alright, so now we just open the Rail Racing 3. I can see like the logo of the iPhone 16 for the Rail Racing 3 is different than what you get to see on the A16. Now we just go ahead and just run this game. Alright, so iPhone 16 was much more faster than the A16, and we just close this one, and we just yeah, so we just go ahead and just run the Modern Combat 5, which is here. Alright, so it was faster on the little bit faster on the iPhone 16 Pro. And we just close this one. I'll give this one to the iPhone though. And now we just run some Geekbench test over here, which is over here on this one. So A16 open this one first, and we just go ahead and just do the CPU benchmark test. I'll just go ahead and just check the CPU history over here if I could. So yeah, I'll just open the so I ran the test already before, and you can see like the score. What you get to see on the iPhone 16 Pro is the 3502 in the single core performance and the 8792 in the multi-core performance. On the A16 you get to see the single core of 936 and multi-core performance of 8090 of this one, which means like obviously the iPhone is much more faster than the A16 obviously. And obviously the A16 is like a fraction of the price of the what you get to see on the iPhone itself, or iPhone 16 Pro itself. And obviously now the question arises like whether you should upgrade to iPhone 16 Pro, or you can just save some bucks and get the budget phone from the Samsung. Now that all depends about how you use your phone. So if you're just playing games and you're just into graphic intensive tasks like video rendering, or if you're just shooting video on your phone, so obviously iPhone should be the choice. There's no other choice that you get in that price range. The other would be the newest and greatest phone from the Samsung, which is the S25 Ultra, which are like best of the best in terms of the camera capabilities and the photography, you can say. And the processors are like one of the bestest on both of those devices. And I will be just doing this speed test comparison between the iPhone 16 Pro and the S25 Ultra as well in the upcoming videos. So yeah, in this case for the A16 and the iPhone 16 Pro, if you guys are looking for something like on a budget side, if you don't bother much about the camera itself, and you can just bear the lagging of the phone here and there, and you just want to play the game on the go, or if you can just compromise a little bit on the graphics, so obviously you can just go ahead and just save some bucks, and you can get the not some bucks but a lot of bucks you can save and get the A16. And I don't find any kind of issue with this device, honestly. Like it all depends upon the preference. All of the tasks that the iPhone can do could be done on the A16 as well. Obviously it will just take more time than what it takes iPhone to perform the same task. So I have also done the GPU test before, so I'll just go ahead and just open the history of the GPU benchmark, GPU history, and you can see the GPU score like was way more for the iPhone. Like that was 33,279, and here you're just getting like just a mere 1287 of the GPU score on this one. So you can say around 28 or 30 times more GPU better you're getting on the iPhone 16 Pro than what you're getting on the A16. Now the Apple GPU like were always been great on their phones. Like you can just play it or throw best of the best games on the iPhone 16 Pro, or maybe all of the Pro models, and the GPU and the CPU itself is much more foolproof on the iPhone Pro models than what you get to see obviously on the budget line of phones from other companies. So yeah, so if we consider this one, so obviously the GPU is so much faster. Like there's no other choice. If you want best of the best, obviously the iPhone would be the choice for that one. And if you want to just again want to save some bucks and you can just want to play the games here and there, so obviously the A16 would be the choice regarding that one. So yeah, that are my thoughts about this one. So now the final decisions comes like which phones you should get. So obviously it depends upon the preference, what you prefer, what are the things that you can let it go. Maybe I wouldn't recommend the A16. You might want to just get the little bit better A series. That would be, I believe, A35 that you can get, or maybe A25 you can get, and that would be a little bit smoother, and you'll just get that thing uh, like it's like a mid-range phone, you can say, and that would be like a sweet spot that you can get if you are looking for the Android phone. Now the second thing, that obviously if you're just stuck in an Apple ecosystem, so obviously Apple would be your choice, and there's no other choice because Apple ecosystem is so close that you cannot just merge the Samsung ecosystem with it. So if you're just Android guy, you should get the A16 or maybe A25 or A35. If you're just looking for iPhone itself and you're just looking on a budget, so you might want to just get the maybe iPhone 16, regular iPhone 16, or maybe you can just get the iPhone 15 Pro and you can just save some bucks regarding that one. So yeah, so that are my thoughts. If you guys like the video, please give us a thumbs up, and please like, share and subscribe. That would be just helpful for the channel. And thank you for watching again. Have a good day. Bye.